So real talk, real quick, y'all, okay? The content of your video, like what you're even talking about in your video, does not matter if your thumbnail is not hidden, all right? If your thumbnail is not it and something that people want to click on, then why waste your time even creating the video? And it seems backwards to a lot of people. However, a lot of people actually kind of get lazier, like, you know, like chill out on the thumbnail part. However, we still do judge books by their covers. Like, that is still a thing, and especially when it comes to YouTube video, your thumbnail is extremely important. So don't just put all of the work in to the video on the back end and then kind of skimp on the actual thumbnail, because then you're doing yourself and your video a huge disservice. So today we are talking about how to create really nice, professional, quality, amazing, eye-catching thumbnails for your YouTube videos, as well as how to really grow your YouTube channel fast with this method. Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea. If you guys are new, welcome. So glad you're here. Welcome to the family. So in today's video, like I said before in the intro, we are detailing out what and how and why you need to be sure your thumbnail is popping, okay, for your videos. Don't put in all this time and effort and whatever else, okay, like into the actual production of the video if your thumbnail is not going to be good. No one's ever going to see that video if your thumbnail is not up to par with what your thumbnail needs to be, okay? We're gonna talk about some different variations you can do. It's not just one style. We're gonna talk about like just how to have a really good quality thumbnail photo, okay? So before we start designing, I'm gonna go through like 3 tips before we design anything, and then we're actually gonna get into where I'll screen record and I'll show you guys my actual screen of how I actually design the thumbnails, okay? So first, you want to look at other thumbnails within your niche and see which thumbnails are doing well, which thumbnails, like where can you take some inspiration from and make it your own. But the biggest tip I can say here is don't feel like you need to make your thumbnails be totally different than everybody else's in your niche. There may be a reason why everybody in your niche is doing it a certain way. Maybe it's because it's working, but there's still a way that you can take it and use it and add your own flair to it where it's not like, it doesn't look exactly like everybody else's, if that makes sense. But you don't want to stray too far away, because that style may, like I said before, may be there for a reason and actually could be a good like thing to tap into within your niche, okay? So, but look around you, see which ones you like and where you can take some inspiration from, and that way you can know kind of the style and the vibe that you want for your YouTube thumbnails. So number 2, you guys, is, oh my gosh, please use good quality photos, okay? Like you using an old blurry thumbnail photo is just, again, not it, okay? I'm not saying you have to have the best camera, the best lens ever in the world, but at least have a good quality photo. We've talked about so many times on this channel about having brand photos, as well as even beyond that. If you don't even have brand photos, that's fine, but just be sure after the video, take some time to take a good quality thumbnail for your video, okay? Don't just grab a random screen grab from your video, but actually take time to take a photo. It's gonna be better quality than it actually can be like the look and the feel that you want it to for your video, okay? So then another thing is, on number 2, be sure you actually include your face if you can, okay? We wanna connect with you. Like, what you do is amazing, but we wanna connect with you as a person, okay? So having your face on there is just really good brand recognition, because you are your brand. You are the main, most of us are the main faces of our brands. So my biggest tip for a lot of us, I'll say all of us here, is to try your best to have your face in your thumbnail photos, okay? And then number 3 is you want to, as we are, and I'll show you guys this as we are designing, but you want to be sure that you're adding bold text that stands out, text that pops out, like actually read all this cursive-y. It's cute, but you can't read it in the fly, okay? So like a bold standout text, and we'll go through some that I like for my YouTube videos as well. And then also be sure that as you're creating your thumbnail, that the title of your video is not the exact same as the words that are gonna be on your thumbnail. It's wasted real estate. You want your thumbnail one to either give me some emotion or give us some like, ooh, I have to click on that. Give it something different, okay? So your title is tailored to, yes, people, but also the algorithm your thumbnail photo can be really on whatever you want it to be. If you know that this is going to kind of like pull a heartstring of someone that you're trying to get attention of, then put that on the thumbnail, okay? So that's the big thing I can say is don't try your best, and sometimes you will have to, and that's okay. It may make sense, but if you can use a different title as actually in the video title that is different than the actual thumbnail title, okay? You have extra real estate, you want to use that, and you want it to be different to appeal to different things as much as you can, okay? Not different things, but like appeals to a different side of that topic of the video. Okay, so really quick before we keep moving, if you are a small business owner and entrepreneur who wants to really learn how to use the power of YouTube and social media to get consistent clients as you sleep and consistent leads as well into your business, using the power of social media organically, you're not spending a whole bunch of money on ads, you're not over here searching and trying to apply through people's Facebook groups, you are literally building out your own audience, building out your own community online. If that's something that you're interested in and you want to actually see an increase in sales within your business within the next year, within 2021 and really beyond, then I invite you to apply for my signature program called YouTube Pro, okay? So I will put the link down below in the description box. You can go ahead and click it. Even if you are slightly interested, go ahead and fill out an application. It may be worth your while, okay? And for every single one of my clients, it is, okay? So if that's something that you're interested in, check it out down below. If you have any questions, come over, DM me on Instagram. I don't bite, I promise. Come DM me on Instagram. I will have the link to my Instagram in the description box as well as up here on the screen for you too. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely come check it out. Okay, so now it's time for the actual designing of this. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you guys through on my computer what it looks like to actually design a thumbnail from really just from start to finish. Okay, so I'm gonna take a photo that I've used or that I have, and I'm gonna show you guys even how I edit it on my phone as well as on Canva. So hold on one second. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm gonna go into Lightroom on my phone or my computer, it doesn't matter. And I'm gonna go ahead and place my preset on top of it. I have a preset that I like for my photos on Instagram and for my YouTube thumbnails, but this is just what I like to do for cohesiveness. So say for example, I'm going to then grab my photo and I'm going to place the filter on top. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to export it, export to camera roll. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to Facetune. And this is actually, this tip is just everything, okay? So let me find the photo. Okay, so we're gonna add the photo into Facetune, as you guys can see. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to kind of blur out the background. I'm gonna make us kind of pop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see what we need to smooth out. Okay, I'm gonna smooth out like that, like so. Make it all nice and smooth. Okay, let me see, Terica, smooth, boom, 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 boom. And okay, perfect. Okay, so then details, I'm gonna actually detail out my shirt, my arm, really kind of everything, so it just kind of pops. Her hair, my hair, necklace, boom, okay. Awesome. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to use the defocus one. I'm actually just gonna kind of blur out the background a little bit so it's not as distracting, and that way we kind of pop. So I'm blurring out the background over here. We have to like zoom in, get in between, like so. That way we're just popping out from the background just a little bit more. Okay, so you guys can see the difference as I go like that. There we go. Okay, and now just look at, like, for example, look at the brick. You can see it changing. Look at my face, look at her face as it's going, etc. So you can see just kind of how I want us to pop a little bit more, okay? So I'm actually going to make sure I can see. And yeah, we look good. All right, girl. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and export to camera roll. And now I'm actually going to send it over into Canva, okay? Okay, so now we're in Canva. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up to the top and I'm gonna literally type in YouTube. You can see they have all of these listed out, but I can go to YouTube thumbnail. But what I'm actually gonna do is, because I already have a whole bunch that I pretty much create. I keep, oh my gosh, if I can talk. I keep my thumbnails within like different, like certain folders, and I just kind of build them on top of each other. That way all my thumbnails are in one place for my team's access, for my access, ease of access all around, okay? So what you would do is just click on YouTube thumbnail and that would pop open for you into a new section, kind of a new thing. So what I'm actually gonna do, you can see all these options. What we're gonna do, let's go with this one. Let's just kind of play around with it. And then I'll show you my personal ones, okay? So let me go ahead and send this photo to myself on Canva. Cut that part out. Okay, so now we're going into, there we go. There's the photo. I'm gonna drag and drop that into Canva. You can keep this here if you wanted to, if you want to make that a part of your thumbnail. Again, remember, you're making it based on what is good for your industry and what makes sense within your industry as well. Okay, my computer is about to die, so I had to hurry up and plug it in. So, okay, so here we go. So here's the photo on here. You can see this is actually a really, really good, like this thumbnail honestly looks really good like already. So say for example, I wanted this to say, collaboration or why business friends are essential. Boom. Okay. That's actually a really, really good title. So y'all can see whenever I went up to here and we had all these options, you can choose from Canva which kind of style you want it to look like. Now, like we talked about before, you want to be sure like any of these, like the text on these look really good. I'm going to show you guys how to go and kind of edit in something. I'm actually going to keep the style of this. I actually really, really like it. So I'm gonna change it to my colors. Let's do, say we wanted this at the top. I don't know. I'm literally making this up, y'all. Biz Besties series. And so that actually looks really, really good. You can see how the background is blurry. You can see how we are really kind of popping out. I'm actually gonna scoot our heads down a little bit to give Terica just a little bit more headroom. But look how good that looks already. Now what you could do is if you wanted to kind of even spice it up more, go to elements over here. You can go in here to, I'm gonna grab this little doohickey right here. I'm gonna place this behind here. Oh, what is happening? There we go. As an example, backwards, boom. First and foremost, like this, I knew it had a drop shadow on it. That looks really good. This, I'm honestly gonna switch to this font. It looks really, really good. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go back really quick so I can just grab this. And I'm gonna make this, like that. And then I'm gonna push it to the back. Okay, so you can have it look like that. Of course, you can even move it down a line, whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat. All right, I like it the way it is, just like that. And you can take this out, whatever you want to do to make it look cleaner. Like for example, if I wanted to take this, delete that, and take this out, I can. Move this down. Boom. What a great thumbnail. Like we talked about, really good quality photo. You can see our faces were in the actual photo of it. The words on the screen would not be the same as the words that are in the title, okay? So that's a big thing there. Let me see what else. Here are just some examples that we have. I'm just gonna keep going with this. Let's go to other templates we have. If you wanted to use, let's see. Oh, what's happening here? Let's see, creative process. This one's nice too. Now, would it work with this? We shall see. Ooh, there's an effect on that. That is ugly. Let's see, all, none, there we go. Okay. If you wanted to keep this, you could. It's really up to you. You want to, again, you want to play around to what you feel like is working for niche, like for within your niche, and go with that. Make it look super good. Let's see. Okay, that would take entirely too long. Here we go. Boom. I'm gonna grab this, shrink it. Oh, shrink it. Shrink it in. So yeah, just an example, and you can see all the photos that I have over here in the side. That's another cool thing about Canva, is that it stores everything for you. So like for example, if I wanted to take this same example, I would just duplicate it right there. Boom, drag it until it fills in there. Amazing. Boom. Amazing. And honestly, okay, here's a huge tip too when it comes to thumbnails, is that I actually will use the same kind of template. That way all of them look similar. That's why I use the same preset. That's why I use the same, what's it called? Same fonts. I will use kind of the same style. Well, I'll put the bar that you see behind Friends Are. I will put that same bar behind different things. That way my thumbnails look similar, and also like in similar, like within my brand colors too. So yeah, overall, that is how I make thumbnails within my channel. So yeah, again, engaging photo, be sure it's you, like expressive, like it captures your eye, good quality, okay? Do not skimp on the thumbnails. Do not skimp on the thumbnails. It is very, very important to be sure you are not just kind of like grazing over that. If you need to take time to, let me pause this, you guys, 1 second. Okay, y'all, so that is how I create thumbnails for free within Canva. I really, really like it. It's, again, very easy to do, and they also have a whole bunch of templates for you to use too. You don't have to guess the dimensions. I just typed in YouTube thumbnail. So yes, so hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if it was helpful and what was the most helpful part or the best part, etc. down below in the comment section. Let me know if you guys like these types of videos. I have a lot in mind for you, so let me know if this is what you want to actually see by commenting down below. Be sure you subscribe to join the family, as well as like and share this video, okay? It helps me out, as well as just lets me know what you guys will actually like to see on my channel. So all right, you guys, I love you to the moon and back, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. Bye.